Hello, welcome students to this first experiment that we are going to study today on the theodolite. We are going to study or we are going to just understand about the theodolite, various components of theodolite in this chapter. As you can see on a screen that there is a theodolite. Now what is theodolite? This portion, right? This portion, this portion is your theodolite. Okay, and the below portion which is in white color, right? This the legs, what we call it as, it is tripod, right? It is a tripod which is a three-legged tripod, as you have seen in the dumpy level, right? You have a tripod with the three legs. Same way here also there is a tripod, and the which is connected to the connection given below, right? So now, before we get into this various components of it, we'll just see how we'll go one by one, right? We'll go one by one. As you can see here, this is a whole theodolite. These, you can see, these are screws. These are called as foot screws, right? These are in three, right? These are three foot screws. Okay, where you can turn the foot screws to bring the this tri batch to level, right? These are the two plates, the upper plate and the lower plate. It is called tri batch, and it is called, both are called trivet. And this is your the upper, right? These are your tangent screws. These are your two tangent screws, or you can say lock screws, the upper clamp and the lower clamp. This is the upper clamp, this is your lower clamp. When you fix it, right, when you lose it, it will move, right? And when you close it, tighten it, then it will not move. And you see here, right? When I fix it, when I turn it, it will fully move, all in 360 directions. When you open it, sorry, when you open it, okay, when you open it, you will see that it will move easily, right? Now here there are two plates. Can you see this? This is the lower plate which you are seeing, and the above which is there, that is your upper plate, you can say. As you have seen that there are two plates in the reading scale also, that is vernier scale and your main scale. Same way this is divided, the vernier scale and the main scale are divided, right? So that what will happen, when you move it, it will change the readings, right? And these, what you can see, these screws, right? These are tangent screws. These are tangent screws. These are for the minor change in readings. When you don't want to, when you don't want to uh, move the object or a bisected object very fast, you want slow minute movement of your telescope, then you do this, you use tangent telescope, tangent screws. Understanding what are the main two screws, that are upper clamp and the lower clamp, right? We have saw that it is used for the um, movement of their telescope in 360 directions, right? And this is your scale reading, or this is plate is a upper scale, right? Because we have closed this upper clamp, so it is not moving. And this is what, two lenses to read the readings. And this is your altitude bubble, or you can say level bubble, where you can see whether whether your theodolite is level or not, as same as that of dumpy level, right? Same thing is there in the dumpy level also. We have to bring this into the center using the 2 foot screws, right? Same way there is a vertical scale, right? It is also called a vertical scale. It is also has a bubble here, and you can read the reading here through these lenses, right? Understand what I'm saying here? To get horizontal readings, and this is for the vertical readings, when you take the vertical reading, right? And those are the two lenses, and this is what is called as A frame, right? So this is for loosening of the telescope in the vertical direction, in the vertical plane. Okay, so this screw is used for vertical plane. Can you see this screw here at this side? It is called object lens screw, where if you want to clear the, right, can you see this, can you see this, can you see this screw, right? It is called as object lens screw, which is used to, object screw it is called, it is used to clear your vision. Sometimes what happens is your object may not be clear to you when you view through this telescope. When you view through this telescope, right, this is a telescope, right? This is a telescope, right? So when you view through this, you are not able to see through it. So what you will do is you will just turn this telescope in the clockwise or anti-clockwise direction, right? So that you get a clear image, right? And this screw, can you see this screw? This screw is a tangent screw for the vertical readings. As you got the tangent screws for the lower clamp and the upper clamp, right? For the horizontal readings, horizontal angle readings, right? Same way you have for the vertical. When you are going looking up like this, same way if you are going, when you want for a minute readings, when you want to read minute bisection is there, right? 1 mm 2 mm bisections are there. So that time when you want to bisect it properly, we have to use this tangent screw. Okay, and this is called as clamp. This screw is called as clamp. Okay, where you can fix this so that it will stay in its position. That screw, this telescope will stay in the position, right? This tangent screw is used for the smaller movements of the, you will not able to see this moving, but it is there, right? Yes, this is what I was talking about, the clamp screw, where you can bring the telescope at whatever angle you want so that you can fix it, right? And this is called your lens screw, or you can say it is lens, where you can move it, right? It is for the elimination of parallax. Now what is this movement? When you're seeing through the object, when you're seeing through this lens, okay, this is your lens, where you can move the lens, okay, clockwise or anti-clockwise movement is there, right? As you see in the that it is, we are trying to move the screw or the lens, right? Why it is there? Sometimes when the object is very far, at around 100 meters 200 meters you can say, so at that time what happens is the crosshairs, you feel like the crosshairs are moving inside because of the movement, because of the length is, the distance between the object and the station is far, you feel that your eye crosshairs are moving a little bit, okay, crosshairs are moving. So when that time, what you have to do is you have to turn this and see that the crosshairs are visible to you clearly, and one more thing, and they will stop momenting. First thing is, if it is blur, if crosshair is blur, right? When we are talking about the object screw, which is this, right? We talked about this lens screw. This screw is for to clarify the image what you're seeing. If you're seeing a tree, that tree is blur, so that time you have to change